Yeah, today's class is about numbers. So we have numbers in JavaScript, like we can define using where give the number and just specify the number. So like that we can define the numbers. So yeah, so we will see here. I'm going into here and taking one folder, calling it as JS4 and opening it in Visual Studio. Yeah, I opened that folder here and I'm taking a new file and numbers versus string. Let us name this. Okay, so as usual I'm taking a script tag. So I'm just defining here where a equal to 12, okay, and where b equal to 12. Here this will be treated as number, whereas this will be taken as string. Okay, if you do something like a double equal to b, then you want to print something, so console dot log, and you want to print a double equal to b is plus, you want to print like whether those are equal or not, or just we don't want this one. A double equal to b, yes, you want to print that one, and I'm just giving some space here. And next what I'm going to do is a double equal to b, then I'm saying taking double equal to b. That's it, and I'm going to see it in a browser. I'm going to inspect and going to console. Okay, you can ignore this. Just observe a double equal to b is true, whereas when we use 3 equals, then it is false. Why? Because this is just a value comparison. This is a value plus type comparison. Okay, so value comparison has passed, like both the values are same, whereas type comparison has failed. Okay, so that is the one of the interesting thing. Okay, next what else we have is, okay, so where a, let's take something like n equal to n plus 20, okay, and let us name this as n1, and where n2 is equal to n plus, let us have here 30 also, 20 plus 30. So let's print these two. So I'm just taking console.log and I'm going to print here n1 and console.log n2. So what's going to happen? See, so here you can see here what would be the value? 10 plus 20 plus 30, so it will be 60. Whereas coming to here, it will not be 60, it will be 10 plus 20 plus 30. How much it will be? So let us observe that one. Okay, so here it will be treated as string, and these two will also be treated as string. So you will get 10, 20, 30. Okay, so let us see here. See, 60, whereas these two are 10, 20, 30. So this will behave as if those are like this. Okay, so the thing is, once you encounter once it encounter a string, the other numbers also will be treated as strings. So that is one of the things. Okay, so to experiment this, let us do this one. Let us make this one n3, and I have 10, 20, okay, 30 and 40. So now what would be the value? 10 plus 20, 30, again 30, then 40. Okay, so let us see. See, 30, 30, 40. So till here those will be treated as numbers, and from here it will be treated as strings. So we saw what is the difference between we can compare by value, by type those differ, and here is the concatenation operations. So why it is happening is when this plus will be taken as concatenation once it encounter a string. Like plus can do addition, plus can do concatenation. So as soon as it sees a string, that will take it as okay, now we are doing a concatenation operation, not an addition operation. Okay, so that is okay. So we just saw that one, and okay, next let us do this one, passing. So where a equal to n4, that is equal to pass in of, you want to do some something like I'm just passing, let us pass 100. So this will be taken as number, not a string. Okay, so and you want to print it, console.log type of n4. So now it will be printed as number, you can see. Okay, so that is the thing. Whereas if you have something straight away, if you have something like this, then it will be printed as string, or string. You got it? So that's one. That's about like type of checking, how to convert a string to a number. So to convert a string to a number, you need to use this. Okay? And something like, but I'm taking the same thing, and you can observe here. What I'm going to do is 100. Then I'm typing something. I want to print that one. So type of n6, as well as I also want to print it. So I also want to print it. So how to do that? So just n6. So I want to print it and I want to check the time. Okay. So you can see here it is 100. So it just took 100 and it is not able to convert this, so it will ignore. Yeah, and it printed that 100. So this has 100, and type of that is again a number. So like this, the parseInt will behave. Okay, and let us do something like this. Yeah, let us do something like this. What happens if we have 100 in between? Okay. See, it became not a number. Means if the string starts with a number, then it's gonna convert that. Okay. If string starts with a string and it's not able to convert it, it will just stop converting. You got it? If string inside it has a number, it is able to convert. Inside there is a number, but it is not started with that number, so it tries to convert this. Oh, okay, no, it's not a number. So it just makes it a not a number. NaN stands for not a number. So that's what we saw here. Okay, not a number. Okay. Next, what we're gonna see is, okay, so we know whether it is not a number or not. So how to check that? Okay, let us think we have something like where n7 is equal to, for now I'm taking an object. Okay, an object. This is an object, right? Simple. So I want to check if this is a number or not. So how to check? So console this dot, I'm just printing that one. So console dot log type is man. I want to check whether it is a number or not. So is man is used to check whether it is a number. Sorry, it might have taken 0. Sorry, yeah, it is, sorry, this says is not a number. Okay, is not a number. So if this is not a number, so it is saying true. You got it? So is not a number. Okay, you can take anything. You want to take something like this, then also it will say true. Why? Because that is not a number. Okay. Check the false. One, two, three will take false. You got it? 0, it will take false. Okay. So like you don't give, it will be treated as 0. So that's the thing. So it will do a conversion before. So is this is not a number, this is a number. Okay. If you have something like this, that is not a number. Okay. And you have something like a date, then also it is a number. It will take. Yeah, in between there is also number also. It will take it as it is not a number means true. It will take true. Because this is not a number. This is not a number. So if it starts with 1, 2, 3, so you can see true. Because this is not a number. If you only have a number, then it's false. Why? Because it is a number. Okay. So that's about not a number. Next, what else we have? Type of not a number. Let us check. Okay. So I want to check the type of not a number. So what is type of not a number? Type of not a number is a number. NN is also a number. Okay. So that's what you have to see. Okay. Next, we also have some types like infinity and infinity type. So what is that infinity? We have infinity means it's we don't have any value for it defined, and it is so large that we cannot just hold it in the system. So that's what infinity means. So we want to see what is just to print infinity first. So I just print the infinity, and afterwards I want to print the type of infinity. Okay. So okay. Then afterwards infinities of infinity and infinities of type number. And you want to print minus infinity. So can we do something like this? Yes. So there is a negative infinity as well as positive infinity. Okay. So negative infinity, positive infinity, NaN. So these things we just saw. Okay. Okay. Next, we are going to see some properties like number can also be created in a different way. So it also can be created in a different way. So we're gonna see it. Okay. So what is that? Where n8 is equal to new number. So like this also you can create a number. Here you can give number. Okay. And you want to print that one. Yes, you can print that one. Something like this. N8 and type of N8. Okay. So like that you can create an object of number and the value is 12 and it's of type object. So number here, it is not a primitive number, it is an object, but it is a number. What I mean to say, it's a number object. Object is of type number. Okay, so that is, and this is about number object, and you can also create something like, I don't remember how to create that one. Number dot, here you can see there are some, so minimum value, maximum value. I want to print the minimum value. Okay, and I also want to have maximum value, so I'm saying min. Okay, now yeah, and here min value, and here I want to have max value, so maximum value. I just want to print those two, so I'm just writing here. So this is the minimum value and this is the maximum value. So after we print that, you see this is the minimum value it can go for and this is the maximum. So what is this exponent notation? We already saw that. So 5e minus 324 means 5e minus 324, that is equal to 5 into 10 power minus 324. This is the value. Okay, so that is about that one, and similarly the other one. So this is, so into 10 power plus 308 means it can take up to 308, 309 something somewhere around. E means into 10 power 308. So that is this one. Okay, so that is about the maximum. And then what is the difference between infinity and max and infinity and min? The thing is, like infinity, you can't do any operation. Okay, so this is the thing where you can go for max. So the max limit, like until this number, it can do the operation. It can take this number and it can also print. For example, I want to just do a -1. Let us do a -1 here. I don't know what happens. You can do that operation. See, it's almost same, but you can do that operation. You got it? So that's about you increase 1 for this max, what happens? See, it's same.
This minus, what is this?
Same thing. Same, both the same. Both the same. Yeah. So they will not increase much. Okay. And what else do we have? So we also have some other things. So we have positive infinity. So here we have positive infinity, like with property, negative infinity property, and you can say PIN, NIN. Okay, and you want to print those two, you can print those two. So PIN and NIN, positive infinity and negative infinity. Okay. So that's about these things, and not a number we already saw. So this is about object properties. Next we have is hexadecimals. So what is an hexadecimal? So what is an hexadecimal is like you can represent a number. You can represent a number to the base of 16. So see here, if you want to represent 17 to the base of 16, then we say that number as hexadecimal. Means 17 can be written as a multiple of like 160 plus 16. So 160 is something like 16 into 1 power 10, and 6 into 16 is 6 into 0 power 16. So that will become AF. Okay. So why it became AF is A means 10. Okay. And F means 15. Okay, so not AF. AF means so I took it wrong. F means 16. So here it should be 15. Sorry. So it should be 15. Okay. So it becomes 15 and 175. So 0x AF means that's it. So like this, like we have a decimal, and the thing is like this will, to denote this you should use append with 0 and x. Okay, and you want to print them, we can also print them, and let us see these numbers. So we'll have some, let us make h1 is equal to 0x a. Let us print, and this is the hexadecimal number, so I want to print that one. So how much it will be? See, 170. So how come it became 170? Let us see. See, so this means AA. So A means 10. So 10 and followed by another 10. Okay. So for this 10, it should be 16 power 0. Okay. And for this 10, it should be 16 power 1. So 16 power 1 into 10, 16 power 0 into 10. So that is equal to 16 into 10 from 60 plus this is 1 into 10, 10. So that is equal to 170. You got it? So that is printed here. Okay. So we know how to print the hexadecimals. Okay, and how to convert, like we converted hexadecimal number to like a normal decimal number, like to the base 10. So what we are printing is base 10. Okay. Now you want to print that again, but like you give 170, you want to print 0xa or something like that. So how to do that is, so h1, so I'm just see here where let us make h2 something equal to 170, and you want to print this one. So console.log, and what we're going to do is h2 dot toString, and here you want to print to the base 16, right? So give 16 here. Okay, so 170 you gave here, we are converting it to the base 16. So you can see you can give smaller caps, that doesn't matter. So okay, so like that you can convert. You want to convert it to another base, that also you can do. You want to convert into any base, you want to convert into base 8, you can convert into base 8, base 2, convert base 2, and base 10 is the same number. Okay, So see, this is how you can convert it to base 8. This is how you convert it to base 2. This is how you can convert it to base 10. So like this. So this is about hexadecimal, how to represent hexadecimal. 0x is the standard for hexadecimal. So why they have took only hexadecimal, not the small, this one, this type of decimal, like how to represent a binary. The thing is, like, hexadecimal is 16. 16 has got some predefined convention coming to the computers, so they gave hexadecimal special thing. So that's about hexadecimal to base and this one. And a new number, like you can create an object and objects can't be compared. So what does that mean is, let us think. Let us take something like O1, okay, is equal to 1, 2, 3. Let us make an object, okay. New number object 1, 2, 3, okay. And I'm taking another O2 1, 2, 3, okay. Let us take normal name. So let us see here console.log O1 double equal to O2, okay, and I want to print here whether O1 double equal to O2, okay. O1 double equal to, just took it wrong, O1 double equal to O2, O1 double equal to O2. So that's it. And I'm missing, yeah. See, O1 double equal to O2 is false. Means you can't compare the objects. Objects can't be compared like that. Okay. So they can't be compared directly like this. Okay. You take any numbers. For example, I am taking O. So let us take something like P1, P2. And here instead of this one, just you want 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, and here you have P1, P2, P1, P2. Sorry, here I took something different. That's what. I think this is false, this is true. That's it. Normal numbers can be compared, but whereas objects cannot be compared. Next, what are the functions we have with the numbers? We have parseInt, parseFloat. Number is another function, like you need to create a number. We already saw toString, okay, toString to convert, and we saw that one. We also have something like toExponential. Number of characters after decimal, it will you have to specify in that, like after decimal how many characters you want, you can specify that. To fixed, so specify number of things, it will truncate and give you, okay. So we will see that one. And to precision, total length should be fixed or something like that. And the value of if you want to convert some primitive to object, then you have to use object to primitive. If you want to convert object to primitive, then you have to use this. And primitive to object, you can always use this one. So object to primitive, you can use this one. So we will see these things. So we already have parseInt, and we have a string. Let us think where s2 is equal to some string. You have some, okay. This one you want to parseInt. You want to do a parseInt. So console.log, and you want to parseInt. So you can do parseInt like this, and you can see. No, I wrote something different. So yeah, I have to parseInt right. So parseInt is see 1, 2, 3. It has converted that into number. It didn't take, like from here it took it as a character, so it didn't take. Okay, and you want to convert to parse float. So how to do the same thing? I'm taking, or I can directly take here parse float. Okay. So parse float, and you can see took after that. So float is different, int is different. So that is about parsing and parse float. Okay. You can convert a number. Next, what else we have? We have number. Already saw that. We already saw this. To exponential BBC. Okay. So let us take a number where f3. Let us take a number itself. Okay, in 10. Okay. Some 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay. Now I'm doing console.log, and here what I'm going to do is n10.2. We have these things. Okay, to exponential, and here I'm taking exponential, like I am giving somewhere around 5. Okay, so what happens? Let us see. And to exponential, I want to give 2, 1. Okay, so let us see this. See, it became 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, E2. Means it multiplied with you got it? So here, so 123.78. Okay, so 123.78. So if you take this one, okay, so what happens? Let us see. So this is equal to, so this is equal to, so when you do 1.2378 into 10 power 80, let us take 0 also, there is nothing wrong. So 10 power 2. Okay, so that is equal to, what is that? So 123.780. Right, 123.780. So same thing, the number has not changed, but it gave you here 5 decimals. Okay, so what happened here? It will just make an exponential form. Okay, so this is equal to same thing. 1.2. So 1.2 into 10 power 2. So that is equal to 120.0. Correct? 12.0 or something. So see what happened. So it took this number, and when you have said only 1, like to an exponential of 1, so it should give you from here it will take, like it will consider only 1 decimal to a 1 decimal. Here it has considered to 5 decimals. See here 5 numbers. So here 5 numbers, and it will not try to decrease that value. What I mean to say is, here you can see the value is changed, but the essentiality here it is expressing it in the form of exponent of 5, expressing it in the form of like number of decimal places, how many you want, and the rest all ignore. If you have, you take them. If you don't, and you don't want them, then you can ignore them. Here you can see 1.2378. So my interest is only 1 decimal, so it has considered that 1 decimal, and it has ignored all the rest of them. And when you say 5, it will consider 5 decimals. So from after 1 it will start, like after 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and it don't have other decimals, so it has inputted 0. Okay, so like this it will make the thing and here it will be e power 2. Why? Because it is always want to have these two numbers. So we wanna print something else. You can get an idea. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So see here, 0. It took 4. It took 3. It took how many? Again 2. Okay, 2. It took 2. It took 1. So like that, and e power 2 remained same. So this e power 2 came from here, like these two, like after 1. So that is about exponential. And so two fixed. So two fixed will fix the total size, like how much size it is. You say fixed, it will fix like that. Like if you say, let us do this one. So I'm taking n10, two fixed, then I want 3. Okay, so two fixed, 3. Sorry. So what happens? See here, it has fixed the decimals. Number of decimals fixed. Okay, so that is the thing. You want to fix some decimals, something like 1. Want to fix decimals 5. Okay, 5, 3, 1. Let us think. Okay. So see here, 5 decimals, 2 decimals, and 1 decimal. Here it will round. Okay, so it will round. Like 78 is rounded to us. So like that you can do a two fixed. Then precision is something different. Like total length will be fixed. So total fixed length. Okay, to precision. Okay, so 531. You can see last 3. So total length is same thing, 123.7, 5 decimals. So 3 decimals. It made it to 3 decimals, like it will round, and 1 decimal means 1 into e power. So like that it will make the things. So that is about that one. And next, value of to convert the number object back to number. So where n1 is equal to, let us make an object. Okay, on I am taking is equal to new number. I am taking 1, 2, 3 number, and this is a, like I want to print the console dot log, and here I want to print a type of. So type of, then on. I just printed that one, and here I am going to print. I'm going to convert that. So where nn is equal to on dot value of, okay, then value of x. I don't remember what is that x. Okay, and let us print that nn and see. Let us see this one. So this is object and this is number. So I don't know what is this is x is for actually. Let us check here. Okay, value of, that's it. It doesn't have any x. So so that's about numbers. So we just saw like numbers, different like different functions in numbers. So we saw like what is different what is the difference between numbers and strings, and what is nan, not a number, is nan type of nan, infinity type of infinity, and we just talked about these properties. Then we moved to hexadecimals, how to convert to different base, Then we saw these functions converting a string to integer to a float, converting a primitive to object and object to primitive here, and we saw three things like exponential, fixed, and precision. Okay, so that is about numbers, and we're gonna see the math functions. Continue with math functions. So I'm just renaming this to numbers. I did everything in one. So now what I'm gonna do, add HTML page math. Okay, so math, JavaScript has provided a class called math, and math has already pre-built-in methods which you can use and which you can use for calculation purposes. So it has got many methods like add, subtract, power method, square root method, it has got a round method, so many methods. So let us see all those methods quickly. So script, so I'm not taking anything, so I want to use directly console.logs. so here, so let us do round. Okay, so math.round, so you want to round a decimal, so you need to specify round, and you want to specify 51, so 1 2 3 51, and you want to specify here, let us think 49. So what will happen, let us see. Okay, math.round, see, after 50 it became 50, 1 incremented. Like before, like less than 50 it took, and what else, what will happen if you give exactly 50? It will increment. Okay. So means less, and from 50 you want to increment. Okay, so that's about rounding. And next, what else we have power. So you wanna do power, so you can do using math functions. So console dot, same thing I'm taking. So power gonna take two values, so I want to use 3 power 3, let us think. Okay, 3 3 ja 9, 9 3 ja 81, so 9 3 ja 27, so 27 it should be. So 27, like that you do power operation. Square root, you wanna print a square root of something, yes, you can do that one. So square root of, let us think, 81, so it should print 9, so 9. So that is about square root. And what else we have absolute, ceiling, floor. Okay, so let us do absolute, ceiling, floor. So absolute, ceiling, floor, let us have these things. Okay, so ABS, so absolute, like you give any negative numbers, it will print the absolute value of it, only this number. And you want to have a ceiling in the sense like rounding to the top, so you want to give 3.3 and you do ceiling, it will go to the top. And you want to do floor, like you give floor somewhere around 3.9 and I'm giving floor. Okay, so what happens, let us see, floor will come to down, ceiling will go to top, like it will go to next number, floor will come to the down number. Okay, so that is about ceiling and floor. Absolute value you just saw. Then you saw power, square root, round. Next, what else we have? So we increased it like 3.3. Absolute will just print the absolute value of that number. And next we have min and max. So what is min and max? You can give like a series of numbers, and you can see what is the minimum value in that. So I'm just giving min and separate them with commas. So let us do 8, 5, -1, -9. So what is the minimum number? -9. So, and I'm just doing the same thing and saying max. Okay, max. So -9 and 8. So it should -9 8. So that is about math functions, and we have some date functions. So let's gonna do some date. And I'm taking here script. So date, like you can define a date with a new date like this, okay? And what happens? Date. So when you give this one and console dot log and you print that D, you're gonna print today's date. So you can see here. So you can see it has printed today's date and the time zone too. It has printed today's like 1920. So you can see here 1920. Here my clock also, see here 7:20, and the GMT, from GMT it is a 6 hours difference, and this is I'm in a CST time zone, and today is Saturday, December. So like this it will print the date, okay? And so it has took the date. So what else we have? We can specify the date in milliseconds, and yeah, here we can specify the date in milliseconds also. Like here you give number of milliseconds, it's gonna print the date in milliseconds. Like, so what milliseconds you have to give? You have to give from January 01 January 1970. There is some reference to this date. From this date only it will always count. You give some number of days like milliseconds. It will add that milliseconds from this date and count the real date and print it. Will give you the date. So that is, and you can also yeah. So that is how you can print the date from using this. Generally we don't use this one. This is for scientific calculations we use mostly, like milliseconds, those things. And what else we have? We can also give in this format, like you can specify November 30 something like this, and then it's gonna print that date, take that date. So I'm just taking this one and coming here where D1 is equal to, and taking that one and console log dot D1. See here, it took the date. Okay. So like that you can also specify here November 30, this is another format of specification. Then afterwards we also have, you can specify like this. So this is easy. So where D3 is equal to, you can specify this one, and you can print that one too, but here you have to specify which year. For example 1999, and month you can specify 12, day 1, okay, hours 60 hours, sorry 24 hours, right? So 12 hours, minutes. You want to specify them, you can specify. If you don't specify, they're gonna take 0, okay? So you can specify those, no problem, okay? And you can see Saturday, January 01, month, year, month, day, hours. Okay, took year 1999, month, day, hours, milliseconds. It took something different, right?
No, that one.
It took 2000.
Very good.
Yeah. In the code we wrote like, what is this? 1999, right? 1999 December 1st 12:20 I took. Let us make one. I don't know why it's taking the January 31st, but usually month. It took, oh yeah, I forgot to say. The month starts with index 0. 0 stands for January. You got it? So the month index here is 11 is the one you have to specify for December. If you give 12, it will take next year. Yeah. So that is the thing. So that's the thing. Month here, day you can give 12, and here 12 o'clock you can give this one. So you can see December 12 o'clock, and like that. Okay. So the thing is here, month index. So this is only in JavaScript. Okay, it starts with 0. Okay. So just remember that one, and that's about how to specify here using this. And you have two string, two date string, and these three things we will see. So let us think we have this one. Okay, and I want to print all this. Okay, and you have to specify here D3. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am just printing the D3 straight away, and to a string, to a date, and to date string, and to UTC. So there are three formats of printing. So straight away printing, you get this one. Okay. So to string as printed this one. Straight away it is printed. To string will also print this one. Then afterwards you can see it has printed it in a date string format. So this is a short format. Okay, this is called long format. To string will print the long format, and to date string will print the short format. So this will print the long format, and this will print the short format. Okay, so December Sunday, December 12 and 19. Okay, it will not print the time. Okay, it's date string means it will print only date. Okay, and next what else we have? We have something like this one. So this will print according to the GMT. So you have GMT according to, so you have specified nothing, you have specified it took your time zone, and according to GMT it is this one. So UTC will print the GMT time. Okay, so GMT time. So this is about like different types of printing. You can print current time zone, or you can say UTC. And again, this is about that one. And next, what else we have? So date formats and functions. So you can always specify the date format. Okay, so you can specify the format while printing. So I'm just taking this one, and here this one. So you can specify this format here. Okay, and you can also specify this format here. I'm just writing those formats here. Yeah, that's it. And let's see how gonna they print. You can always print them in those formats. You wanna print no, this is not about printing, this is about defining, I think so. So you can define those three formats. So you want to define these three. Yeah, let's define. So where B4 is equal to, you can specify in that format. So year 2000, then followed by month. So month you can specify something like 11, and date, so 23rd. So like this you can specify, and you can convert it into date. So you can say new date, and you can convert it into the date. So it's gonna take it. You specify this also, it's gonna take it. And you wanna have another type of date. You can also have different formats. You can specify the date. So like you wanna give a different type of date formatting, then you can also give that one. So here next month. So month is 11, and date is 23rd, and year you want to specify like this. Okay, okay, and also you can say date 23rd December or November, and then followed by this one. You can also specify like this. So or else you can also specify something like this. Instead of doing it here, you can also specify it over here. Like that you can specify, and you want to print all these dates. So all the dates are same. I'm just I mentioned it in different ways. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 6, 7. I specified like November 23rd, 2000 in different formats. So all the formats, they're gonna all print the same. See, these are printed same, but not the first one. Because here November 23rd, November, Wednesday, it took one day less. Yeah, I think here the date will start with index again 0. I think 0. Not 0. Yeah, 0 or 1. I'm not sure. So you can specify 24. Yeah, there is always some discrepancies actually with those. So yeah, that's about that is an ISO format actually. So this is called ISO format. It will print as per the ISO notation. So at that time, what is the UTC time? That thing I think. And here it will print the short notation, and these are the other two notations. And also you can print all these things for current date. You want to print it like we can do. So where CD current date, let us take new date. So new date, and we want to print all those things. So I'm just copying these things. So I can print this one, this one. So you want to print for this date all these. So CD dot, and you want to print them. So console.log, and so you want to print these, and you want to specify that you are printing what. I'm printing this one. Let us see. We're gonna finish this soon. So like this, these are all methods actually to print what is it, what current second for the date we have. Like for now we are taking the current date, so it's gonna print like all the milliseconds for milliseconds, and for a day it's gonna print what day for from the year, I think. So that time will print, I think, milliseconds from 1970. So let's print all this. So we are good. Yeah. So you see, get year. Current year is 2007, and the month is like index 0, so it will print 11, and date is second, hours 19 as it is 17, and minutes 36, so 36 minutes, seconds 0, so we might have started exactly at 0 seconds, and milliseconds to 45 milliseconds it has, and day, get day, so it is the day in the week. So what weekday we are, so it starts with here 1 2 0 1 2 3 4 5 6, so sixth day we are, and time, this is the time from 1970, that the calendar date what I showed you. So this date, from this time, how many seconds it has took till now.
Seconds or minutes?
Seconds, milliseconds. So that's going to change every millisecond. See, it's milliseconds, not even second. So from 1970, how many milliseconds have elapsed till now? That is the time. Get time will give you. Get day will give you the day of the week. Milliseconds is the current millisecond. Seconds is the number of seconds here. Minutes, minutes. Hours, hours. Date, date. Month in the with the index 0, and full year will give you the full year. Okay. So that those are the methods that are available here. Okay. So that is about date formatting, and yeah, that's like today we saw all the three things, like the numbers, the dates, and the math. So what we are learning all these days in JavaScript is pretty much we are learning about what is an array, what is an object, what is a function, what is a string, what is a number, what is a date, what are the math functions that are available, and what can we do with numbers, how to convert a number to a string to a number, primitive types, object types, how to use double equal to, triple equal to, okay, arithmetic operations, comparison operations. So we saw all those things like in these three classes. Okay, so we have not designed any application yet. Okay, so we will, there are many things like button clicks and other things, like this is totally entirely a big thing to be learned. Okay, tomorrow, like next class on Monday, we are going to see what are the events, how to do the events. So there are many events, we can't discuss all of the events in a class, because there are about hundreds of events. Okay, we will discuss what are mostly used, and what we need to know, essential to know. Pretty much all of them are same, like a user can do an action, then how to respond. After discussing the event, I want you to do some, by these concepts, I want you to design a calculator to do the operations. So you know math operations, right? What you have learned, you can design a calculator of your own, same say simple tool, like same thing like this. I want a calculator. I don't want all these, like how much you can design in this. Like if you are able to design only this part, then also that is okay. So I want that calculation, because in this you are gonna learn how to use functions, how to, like whatever the calculation later you want to design, you can design that one. But it's going to be a hard task, I believe, to design a simple calculator also. So have it. I am just giving you a heads up before we are going to have the task. So just try to do some work on that, if you can, with the knowledge what you have. We just don't have the knowledge of events, button clicks, but if you want to refer, that's not a complex issue. You can also refer. Start trying to do that, and tomorrow you spend some time on that, and Monday we are gonna see the events, and after Monday, like on Tuesday, I expect you to show me some work on the Java calculator. So you can use HTML, you can use CSS, you can use JavaScript. I want some calculators designed by you. Okay, that's about the assignment, and yeah, that's it for today. And I will upload all these to the website. And yeah, if you have any doubts, please email me. I will try to reply you back. Okay. Thank you.